Okay, you've probably heard of sciatica. Maybe you've experienced it yourself. I am going to literally use 1 or 2 drops of oil because we're doing fairly deep work here. Warm it up first. Always warm it up a bit. And I'm really just showing you one side. Of course, you're going to do both sides most likely, but sometimes if you have a friend or a client or someone who has sciatica really on one, it'll be on one side, but then you can work just that. I generally work the whole back, the hips, and probably into the hamstrings, maybe more. So I'm going to use primarily the palm heel, the heel of my hand. And I'm putting a fair amount of pressure on there to start with, stretching the skin, moving body fluids, reminding your friend or your client to breathe, inhale, and when you exhale, then I can stroke up the back, inhale, yes, it's sciatica down here, but I'm going to work at least this much of his back first. Again, most of the pressure fits right here like this on those muscles. So we have what's called the the erector muscles that keep you erect, that run along the spinal column. Little muscles, the multifidus, many different muscles in here, and the bottom of the ribs, like right here, and the top of the pelvis. There are muscles in here that can be extremely tight. Quadratus lumborum, or QL. I'm going to put my thumb right there. And some people are going to be real tight, not used to this. So again, there's bones here, but not right where my thumb is. And I'm not pushing up against the vertebra either. And loosen up these muscles. And there's a variety of ways that this can be done. I don't think the cameras, you can see too well that way, but I'm working upward and downward into the QLs, the quadratus lumborum. I can do double fingers like this. And we're kind of getting into the side of it as well as the back of these muscles. So now we've got nerves that come out in pairs. And in between each set of vertebra, the nerves come out and go to whatever muscles and or organs, and those every place those nerves go to do their job, to send the signals back and forth between the brain and your muscles and whatever's going on in your body. Constant communication. So then I'm going to take what I call a soft fist. It's not the same as a fist you'd punch somebody with. It's soft and easy. Now here's the sacrum, the bone here. Here's the hip bone. And the top of his leg, the femur, is in here. If you don't know where all those are, you can palpate. You can feel. There's the top of the femur bone, his leg bone. There's the sacrum. I don't want to put pressure on those. I want to take my soft fist, my arm is nearly straight, so I'm leaning my body weight right into there. I can rock my hand, rock my fist. So what I'm doing is working the muscles, of course. If the person has a serious sciatic problem, you're probably going to have to start out pretty light. And when you take a little time and warm it up and slowly dig into it, those muscles should stretch a bit and loosen up and allow you to put more pressure on there and remind them, breathe in the nose, out the mouth, take another breath, and every time you exhale, relax a bit more, relax your body, your whole upper body, your hips, your legs, just focus on relaxing and letting it go. I can switch to my other hand, get different angles. I can use all different techniques, different hand positions. If you are a massage therapist and you've had clients come to you and you had a difficult time helping them, you need to be able to apply pressure and you need to take your time. If you're going too quick, some people do a lot of, this kind of stuff like this. It's not relaxing at all to me. That's okay if that works for you and it works for them. To me, it doesn't work. I can really feel a lot of the tension in the gluteus medius. We've got 3 different sets of glute muscles in there. More of that rocking, I can do that. That's my favorite tool, is the soft fist when I'm working on this area here. So then I can take his ankle and bring it up. And there's a short muscle called the piriformis, which may very much be involved in this. So I have a pillow underneath my ankles and my legs here. Makes it much more comfortable. To find the piriformis, the short little muscle right here, I'm using his ankle as a lever. No tension, no pressure, no stress. Very easy. I know about where it is, but as his leg bone, his femur, comes up and it curves inward, the end of that bone has a short little muscle called the piriformis. It goes from here, attaches to the sacrum. If that's really tight, that can be part of a problem in piriformis, in sciatica, or just a problem. So as I put some pressure on here, and I rock his leg, his ankle, back and forth like this, that bone inside there is going like this. So I can find the end, find the piriformis right there. Zero in on exactly where I want to be in the muscle of that, the belly of that muscle, excuse me. How's that pressure, TJ?
It's good.
All right. So you can use your fingertips like this. You can use your thumb. When you know where it is, you could even let that down. Use both your hands if you need extra pressure. How is that pressure again, TJ?
Good amount.
Okay. Not too much?
Nope.
Not too little?
Nope.
Just right. All right. Remind him to breathe and relax. Then I might go into more of this soft fist technique on the hamstrings. I can do it all different, be creative, different ways here. How does that feel, TJ? Speak up, please.
Feels good.
Feels good? Does it hurt good?
Yep.
Okay, getting some nice release in there. Now again, if he was draped, or I can just pull this up, I only use a drop or so, very little oil for deep tissue work. And I can work his entire leg, all of that. For now, I'm just going to show you nice, slow, steady pressure. Might want to use it this way. So I've also, oh, I felt a lump right there. Did you feel that? Yeah, there's a knot right in here. While I'm working that out, the videos that I have on my channel here, there's at least 2 versions of what's called the figure 4 stretch, which is very good for all of these muscles in here, the low back and the hip and the hamstrings. So you can work it out, or you can avoid problems and avoid sciatica. Another thing you can do that can be very, very helpful. I have a pillowcase here, and I'm taking this ice pack, putting it inside the pillowcase. See, just like that, nothing fancy. And I can lay it right across here. And I can also put it here, whatever area you want to cover the best. I have this other larger, that's good and cold. Now, if you do this through a towel, it's not going to penetrate into the muscles and the soft tissue. It's not cold enough. So you want something very thin. These shorts, pillowcase, a t-shirt is just the right thickness. You could completely cover that. You could leave it laying on there. You could lay on your back with your knees up. You could sit in a chair. This particular cold pack from CVS, I'm not advertising for anybody. This is made to wrap around your waist and hold that on your back. Very nice. Okay, again, for demonstration purposes, as I said, pillows underneath his chest takes the pressure off a person's neck, so they don't have to turn. If they do and they're okay, that's all right, but it's better to take the pressure off the upper back and neck. I can sit like this on my feet, or if I sat on a pillow cross-legged, however that works for you. I already did the demonstration with the oil coming up the back, working the quadratus lumborum, the QL muscles between the ribs and the pelvis, and then my soft fist, or you can use palm heel. Pressure right in there. Not pressing on the bones. Got the sacrum. You got the femur, the leg bone that comes up like this and then goes in this way. And the hip bone here. So I can turn this way. Again, this is demonstration, which I've already shown you on the massage table and on the bed and now on the floor. And if you don't have any oil, you can still do all of this. I can work right into the QLs, quadratus lumborum, just pressure. I can do this, just pressure. I don't necessarily even have to move the skin, as in it's moving with my hand, but I'm working into the deep tissue underneath it, staying off, keeping the pressure off of the spinal bones, working the muscles mostly that are next to your spinal column. I do not diagnose or prescribe. You may want to check with your healthcare provider. I've got decades of experience in deep tissue work, mostly massage therapy, and I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people. I'm sharing information that I know works. I am not responsible for any harm done. I wrote this book called The Back Bible. It's packed with information, things that I wish I knew a long time ago when I hurt myself really bad. It would have changed my life and how I did things, and now it's available to you on Amazon. Discover the truth before deciding your own fate. A to Z guide to your spine, endorsed by a chiropractor and an acupuncturist. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. It helps us grow the channel. If you have, thank you. I want to reach 1 million people through the power of the internet. At least that's a start. And stay curious.